So they're saying what Kohli could do was not easy on this pitch, which means that you have to be a Kohli to be able to play that kind of an innings, which means that it is not going to be easy for the KKR batters to come and bat the way Kohli did, which then means very much possible for us to get that victory. I'm honestly feeling like that Pakistani fan who wants to say, हमारे time पे pitch बदल गई. Because it was a slow pitch in the morning when we were batting, and right now it's not at all slow. Alzari Joseph's getting hit for sixes, Siraj is getting hit for sixes. The spinners are able to do a little bit, but how much can they do? Just 2 wickets down, 118 already. It's already halfway through, and KKR is just cruising along. Is that another 4? Best fieldings are not going to help. Another short delivery will pace on. I don't know what this guy Joseph is doing. 20 runs in this over. 2 sixes, 2 fours. At this rate, they're going to finish by 15th-16th over. And how is that supposed to be a good team? We'll be one of the poorest teams in the tournament, one of the bottom ones, if we continue like this. I know as a fan it's hurting, I'm upset, but the fact is that they are not doing well enough. And Kohli also today was probably because of the good bowling by KKR or the slow pitch, not his best self, not a fiery best that he can be, but still he did something. He batted all those 20 overs, he got a decent runs, and if it hadn't been for him, the entire team would have probably bundled out even much sooner. What's happening with the foreign players? What's happening with Faf du Plessis? What's happening with Maxwell? What's happening with the others? Why are they not able to deliver? Who's this Alzari Joseph that has been paid so much money? Not one of the matches has he done a good job. They need to pull up their socks now, or we will be left reeling at the end of the tournament. If we are not at the bottom of the table, we'll probably be trying to just somehow make it to the playoffs and then be disappointed just like we were last year. Hello and welcome to Cricket Flavors everyone. It's the big one, RCB versus KKR, and it's just started. RCB batting first, and I'm going to take you through the entire match. So watch with me all the highlights of this match and enjoy, and you can even listen to the commentary in the background. Very first 6 of the innings by Faf du Plessis, and there he's out on the very next ball. Harshit Patel strikes. He went for a 6, and the very next ball he gets du Plessis out. KKR is a good side, and I'm sure they'll be looking to register that win. What a shot from Kohli! Sunil Gavaskar is going gaga over it. It was such a beautiful shot. Kohli is capable of coming out with such amazing array of shots. Shots of Emperor indeed. Every batter needs a bit of luck. Kohli just got a little lucky. The ball went for a 4 after having hit his glove. And no, that was fielded just at the boundary line. This is coming out to be a great contest. Stark is bowling. Kohli is taking him on. It's really, really interesting to watch. I feel like telling Kohli to be a little bit careful. That did go for a 4, but could have been very nearly a catch. He's taking the fielders on, not just the bowlers, but it's a bit scary to watch when your heart comes into your mouth every time. So hopefully he shall continue to do a good job as he's doing right now. We want our Kohli to do really well, especially against KKR. We want to win this match. Our play score for the past couple of days has been a little like, both the days has been different. On the first day before yesterday, it was MI versus SRH where the power play score was crazy. I mean, the entire score was crazy. But yesterday we had a very low total. It was like 36 for 3 because Rajasthan was playing very, very cautiously because they were losing wickets, and then of course it was Ryan Parag who came and got that total for them. Right now, RCB is on track. 61 for 1 at the end of the power play. They're going with an average of 10 in the power play, which is very decent. So well done RCB, especially goalie, but the last over belonged to Cameron Green. He smashed Sunil Narayan out of the park. He got a 6 and 2 4s in that over. Consecutive deliveries, the last 3 deliveries, and brought the total up to 61. Well done, young man. What do you think of the decor behind me? It's in support of my team RCB. Let me go ahead and give you a direct view.
One of these two break the partnership, get deeper into this batting lineup.
That's the decor that I have, all in support of the team we love so much, RCB. Also wearing my team jersey. That's how I support my team. What a 6! Effortless 6 by Kohli. It was like he wasn't able to get the boundary because every time it was getting fielded. So he said, let me go out and take the aerial route. And that's what he did. King for sure. King for a reason. That's the second time the similar thing has happened today. First it was Faf Duplessis who hit the 6 and then got out on the next ball. And this time it's Cameron Green getting out to Andrew Russell. First he hit him for a 6 and that was a very nice 6. And the very next ball, he got bowled out. These players have to be a little careful and, try to control their rush of blood. We've not had a very good game from any of the foreign players yet in terms of batting. Hopefully today will be a little different from here. 85 at the end of the halfway mark. A little slow because the last over only went for 3 runs, and this over so far, 3 balls, has only been 1 run. Maxwell is on strike. He's on 1 from 2 balls. He needs to set himself free. And, well, comment and let me know who all agree that it's high time that Maxwell starts scoring. He hasn't had any opportunity in the past 2 games. This game, it should be Maxwell's. Along with Kohli, of course. Past 2 overs went for 5 runs. And now, Kohli decided he's had enough and hit a huge 6. There was no doubt the moment it left the bat, it's going for a 6. And that's the Kings 50. 2 half centuries already in 3 matches in the IPL. There's the King for you. And you were talking about leaving him and going to the World Cup. And now Maxwell is in on it. Huge, beautiful 4 towards the offside. There was a huge gap which he spotted and utilized. 17 runs from that over. Accelerating. RCB looks like they are accelerating. It looks like it's gonna be a huge total, but it has to be 1 because KKR is very capable of chasing any score. They've given us trouble in the past, especially on our home ground. This time, this match, we definitely don't want. Maxwell's been given a lifeline. It was high, not long enough. It looked like it was going to get caught out, but he was dropped. That's a sigh of relief from all of us RCBians. Please, Maxwell, this time you need to score. Come on, it's high time. You're due for a big one. And now that you've been given that lifeline, please utilize it. Nice 6 from Maxwell. I'm a little skeptical though. He's not hitting it hard enough because even the commentator thought it could be a wicket, but it wasn't. Thank God. Went all the way for a 6, but he needs to hit a little bit harder to ensure it goes into the crowd and not into the hands of a fielder. Maxwell needs to be careful. He's been given another lifeline. Dropped catch again from KKR. I don't know what's happening to them. Oh my God, but he's really putting our hearts little in the mouth. Just got reminded, this is what happened to Afghanistan as well, right? In that match in which Maxwell went berserk. He was dropped a couple of times. I hope he gets something similar in this match. और गंभीर भाई थोड़े गंभीर अवस्था में बैठे हुए हैं. And that's a 4. Maxwell, come on, you beauty. Clearly आज Maxwell में वो नहीं खाई जड़ी बूटी जो उसने उस दिन खाई थी जब वो अफगानिस्तान के साथ मैच खेल रहा था. Aj his hits were not as powerful and he got out on 28 from 19 balls. That's not the Maxwell we all know. Kohli needs somebody to stay on the wicket with him because otherwise he'll slow down waiting for the other batter to settle. He's on 55 from 40 balls. He's not really unleashed himself as freely. That was a save. Ringu Singh fielded the ball and gave such a throw back to the keeper. Kohli was almost out. He really had to stretch himself, but it's Kohli at the end of the day. Bach gaya. 134 at the end of 15 overs. We hope that another 50 runs should be added from here. So 184, and if it becomes 200 or close to 200, that will be सोने पे सुहागा. So टाइम आउट के बीच में गंभीर और कोहली का फ्रेंडशिप थोड़ा सा दिखाया. नवीन उल हक को तो कोहली ने ऑलरेडी फॉरगिव कर दिया है इन द वर्ल्ड कप इटसेल्फ. किंग फॉर अ रीजन. Start of the slog overs, we needed to accelerate so that we can reach a 185, 190, maybe even a 200. But Patidar gets out. Again ineffective. I'm not sure if this guy has a future if he plays on. He tried to hit the ball because he needs to accelerate and he got out. Since he was unable to accelerate, now the next batter that comes in, maybe now it means that Anuj Rawat is going to come in, and Anuj Rawat we know has been very effective in the past 2 games. We're hoping something similar from him today along with King Kohli. Hopefully he'll give it his best shot and give us that total that we need to ensure that we're able to defend it. Pace off. That seems to be the motto of the KKR bowlers today. Another slow one got rid of. Anuj Rawat now. 3 balls, 3. He wasn't as effective. For some reason, they're not able to accelerate. I hope that when we come out the ball, we're able to execute some similar stuff and so win the match. Let's see. TK is here. We need a quick fire 20-25, whatever he can manage in the next 2.5 overs. That's all that's left of this innings. Finally, a ball that had some pace and got it out of the park. 6 runs in the penultimate over. We've had some low score regards the previous ones for like 5 odd runs, but this time this one is already gone for a 6. Hopefully it's going to go for more. We tried to take a hit. They're saying it's a slow wicket. They're taking pace off, no? That's why. 6 to end the penultimate over, 13 runs off it. Glad there was some acceleration. Now it all comes down to the last over. Kohli will be on strike for the first ball. I'm sure he's going to take the bowlers on. Final over with the help of 2 sixes. One from Kohli, one from Karthik. The score has now reached 182 for 6 because the last ball DK got run out. But a decent score at the end of the day. This wicket is a slow one, is what everyone is saying. Now it all is on the bowlers, on Siraj and Alzari Joseph and our other bowlers who should be able to see the side home, see the side to victory. So they're saying what Kohli could do was not easy on this pitch, which means that you have to be a Kohli to be able to play that kind of an innings, which means that it is not going to be easy for the KKR batters to come and bat the way Kohli did, which then means very much possible for us to get that victory. Start of the KKR innings, the first over went for 18 runs, primarily due to Salt. Incidentally, RCB has last won against KKR on this ground back in 2015. 3 overs, 46 runs. It's not looking good. KKR are not sparing. Salt and Narayan both are in the act. Expensive offers, one after the other. We need to come up with something and fast. 50 up in 3.5 overs. Is RCB going to be the first team to lose at home? Raj is back for the second spell, and so far the first 3 balls of this over have been very good. Just 1 run each. I'm sorry, it's the first 4 balls. 1 run each for the first 3 balls, and the 4th one is actually a dot. He hits it, but it's out of the park. 6 runs. End of power play and 85 for no loss, KKR. Please come up with something because it looks like it's going to be very easy for them from here on. Spin into the attack and bowled him. God, Sunil Narayan. Thank God. First wicket down for KKR. Mayank Dagar gets Sunil Narayan on the third ball of his first over. Hopefully the spinners would be able to spin some effect into this. 4 runs and a wicket in Mayank Dagar's first over. Good start from the young man. Hopefully he keeps it up and hopefully he's accompanied by some other bowlers who do similar stuff. Yes, Salt is gone. Cameron Green takes a great catch. Finally we were able to get rid of him. Finally. I'm pretty sure RCB is back in the game. 92 for 2. Things not going RCB's way. That was another opportunity lost and it went on for a 4. Should have been out, should have been caught, but the guy dropped it. We need to make the most of the opportunities that are presenting to ourselves, but today is just not our day. It's not looking good. I'm honestly feeling like that Pakistani fan who wants to say, "Hamare time pe pitch badal gayi." Because it was a slow pitch in the morning when we were batting, and right now it's not at all slow. Alzari Joseph's getting hit for 6s. Siraj is getting hit for 6s. The spinners are able to do a little bit, but how much can they do? Just 2 wickets down, 118 already. It's already halfway through, and KKR is just cruising along. Is that another 4? Misfieldings are not going to help. I am questioning Alzari Joseph's purchase by RCB, and at a high price. Everyone was wondering what they were doing, and I think everyone was right and RCB wasn't, because he's just not putting his mind into it. Bowling short balls, the commentator was like, that deserved to be put away for a 6, which it got. 55 balls, 55 runs, a run a ball. Who is able to lose from this? Definitely not KKR.
Done some damage. It looks like he has pulled a side muscle.
RCB really needs to do something. Today we are not winning. I know that for sure. But we need to pull up our socks and think, where is it that we can improve? The bowling coach of KKR was saying that the advice and the message to the bowlers was slow wicket, pace of the balls. But we're just not doing that. Not only are we ensuring that our pace is as it can be, short balls also. Is that how we're planning to win? Is that how we're planning to win this series? Or is it going to be that meme for the cylinder being picked by Jethalal, who cannot pick it, but then the Dayaben comes and takes it in, literally on her shoulders and carries it all the way to the kitchen? Would probably fit this team, because apart from Kohli, no one is delivering. Not a single person. One match we had, which was a good match, and we were all very happy. But the other 2 matches, Kohli is the only one trying to deliver. Probably he's trying to give a message that says that here I am good for the World Cup. I should be picked for that World Cup. That's the only thing that's coming across. Other than that, RCB is just not performing as it should. Today, the record that KKR holds, another short delivery will pace on. I don't know what this guy Joseph is doing. 20 runs in this over. 2 6s, 2 4s. At this rate, they're going to finish by 15th, 16th over. And how is that supposed to be a good team? We'll be one of the poorest teams in the tournament, one of the bottom ones, if we continue like this. I know as a fan it's hurting, I'm upset, but the fact is that they are not doing well enough. And Kohli also today was, probably because of the good bowling by KKR or the slow pitch, not his best self, not a fiery best that he can be, but still he did something. He batted all those 20 overs, he got a decent runs, and if it hadn't been for him, the entire team would have probably bundled out even much sooner. What's happening with the foreign players? What's happening with Faf du Plessis? What's happening with Maxwell? What's happening with the others? Why are they not able to deliver? Who's this Alzari Joseph that has been paid so much money? Not one of the matches has he done a good job. They need to pull up their socks now, or we will be left reeling at the end of the tournament. If we are not at the bottom of the table, we'll probably be trying to just somehow make it to the playoffs and then be disappointed just like we were last year. It's really time that this team stops disappointing us. Isaac has been the pick of the bowlers, 1 for 23 in his 4 overs spell. Wasn't hit around the park a lot, was able to control the scoring, not to mention take a wicket. But just him and no one else means that it's hardly any runs. In fact, more runs, less runs and more balls now. And even I just want it to be over. I want them to quickly hit those runs and finish it off because it's really getting annoying. So there you go. That's KKR, the first team to win an away game in this IPL 2024. And RCB is the first one to lose a home game. Two things. One, there's a tweet that I have also put about it, is that when we traded Cameron Green in and created space for Mumbai Indians to be able to get Hardik Pandya in, that was the move that displaced Rohit Sharma as captain. I feel that we inadvertently ended up putting a jinx on ourselves. The same jinx that MI has. MI has got 2 losses in as many games so far in the tournament, which is the week of the tournament, and now RCB also has 2 losses. The only difference is RCB has 1 win also. There's always a question of whether Alzari Joseph should have bowled or Lockie Ferguson, and I have a feeling that we've given enough and many chances to Alzari Joseph. He's really not been up to the mark. Today there were instances when it was so obviously foolish the way he was bowling. Those short balls full of pace which was not required on this pitch. He just let the match slip from our hands in the power play itself. Even Siraj was really not up to the mark. RCB really need to think about their bowling department. Let players who can give results be a part of the lineup. Ensure that they bowl and bat well. The foreign players need to pull up their socks and start delivering the results. I'm talking about the batting, where they need to go all out and become the batting side that they are supposed to be, something like an SRH, and not reflect the fact that the people who've paid the most money this year are the ones who are going to be winning, which means KKR or SRH. We are not a bad team. We've never been a bad team. We need to just deliver results. Very disappointed as an RCBian. I'm just hoping that the season does not continue for us in this way. We need to do better. We really need to do better.